I want to make an elegant Barolo. Where? La Morra. Because my father passed away, so all my plans, so they were gone. And I remember the first sale we had, I said, well, why people don't cry?
After months and months of work.
For me, the best wine of my life.
Imagine you're just 20 years old. Overnight, you find yourself responsible for carrying on your father's legacy when he suddenly passes away. This is the story of Pietro Ratti after the untimely death of his father, Renato Ratti. Renato was one of the great visionaries that turned Barolo into a world-class wine region. We talked about the weight of expectation, incredible encounters throughout his life over a bottle of Marcenasco, the wine that started it all.
Very nice.
Wow, it's beautiful. Wow, it's really elegant, Barolo. I chose a Canada Prime ribeye, cut closer to the shoulder, a bit more fat there. You see different muscle structure. I have some wild garlic, ramps, some nice fresh herbs.
So Marcenasco, this is the first parcel of vines that your father purchased in 1965.
My father, in 61, he went to Burgundy. At that time, Barolo, tannic grape, Nebbiolo,
tannic, yeah.
was very high acid, tannic, over extracted. So my father went to Burgundy. So from Burgundy, he realized, wow, the wines are elegant here. He said, wow, they make from this grape, Pinot Noir, single vineyards. So when he decided to buy his first vineyard in 65, he said, I want to make an elegant Barolo. Where? La Morra.
Yes.
La Morra is the village where the soil makes the Barolo the most elegant. Second, I want to make a single vineyard. And third, the sense of the place, he said, I want something, a place historical that will connect to what people that were doing, hundreds of years ago. And he found this monastery of Marcenasco.
Yes.
That was built in the 13th century.
Okay.
And so he bought a vineyard near the monastery of Marcenasco.
But your father is not from a winemaking background. His family were doctors. And veterinarians.
Yes. My father was born in 1934. So the family, after the war, they didn't have a lot. The pension from a doctor was not, a veterinarian was not very good. So they said, you must study something to work and help the family to survive. So he studied wine school, and then he became a winemaker, and he was hired by Cinzano to make vermouth. And then they sent him to Brazil. While he was there in 61, he came back for like a summer holiday. And there when he went to Burgundy.
But when he came back also, I think he made another important encounter. Was this when he met your mother?
He met her when he was young. He fell in love, of course, and then they just briefly met in the summertime. And then he said, would you like to come with me in Brazil? And then she said, if it's something serious, I come.
I'll come with a ring.
Only with a ring. But a woman at that time was also difficult because she studied in university at that time. We talk about, the 60s.
Yes.
And she wanted to work. In Brazil, they stayed home. So after a few years there, she was homesick, but homesick more to go to do something for her life as well. So they decided to come back.
Your wine is beautiful. It's so elegant.
2021 is still so young.
I know.
It's already drinking so beautifully.
Then you can keep it for 20 years, of course.
Yeah.
This is Canadian prime ribeye, some fingerling potatoes, leeks from Quebec, wild garlic.
Very nice.
Bon appetito.
Steve is a wonderful chef. I worked here 25 years ago.
Yes, we were all a bit younger.
Enjoy.
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito. Buon appetito. My mama, when they decided to come back from Brazil, then she said, we go to Genoa. So I said, I know there is just a little detail. I decided I want to make my own wine. He said, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Are you crazy? When they arrived, then he said to her, I want to show you something. They arrived in this La Mora village, which is 500 meters like this. There is this we call Belvedere, like a panorama point.
Yeah.
And she saw all these beautiful landscape with the hills.
It is.
And she was like, oh my God. She told me, even recently, she still told me, said, that was the best moment of my life. So she said to him, okay, I trust you. I trust you. Let's do this together.
What did the neighboring winemakers think when your father started making wine?
Little by little, he started to, this style, his way, also his leadership started to become more and more important. He was going to his friends, say, look, I have this idea, what do you think? And all his friends, they were all waiting someone like him
Yes.
to change things.
Yeah.
So they pushed him to do it. They pushed him to do it more.
That way, if he gotten it wrong, they could have all said, oh, I don't know, him, he's crazy.
That's a classic, Besides making incredible good wines, also he drew the first map of the Barolo single vineyards.
Yeah.
He introduced to the whole region the Albeza bottle, which is the shape with the name Albeza, means from Alba.
Okay.
Because
Just to bring more of an identity to...
from the place.
And did you always know that you wanted to join the estate?
I studied winemaking, so I knew that sooner or later I was going to be in the winery, but I didn't know that was going so fast because my father passed away in 88, I was 20.
Must have been a terrible shock for you.
Yeah, because first, of course, the loss of a father is always a terrible shock, but also because my plan was to go to university.
Yes.
And go to study maybe in UC Davis in California, something, or in France. And then he was suddenly sick because he had a pancreatic cancer, so very, very quick, very fast. And then, so all my plans they were gone. So I went to the winery and they said, you need to work. And my family said, my mom said, now you have to work.
And you didn't feel overwhelmed at just 20 years old? You're suddenly
I just didn't want to work. I wanted to have fun. And what shocked me at the beginning, the most difficult thing was that when you're young, you want things quick.
Yes.
So I remember the first thing that made me really shocked, it was like, oh my God, it takes 1 year. You prune in the wintertime slowly, then you cut, you fold, you make the vines going up, you mow the grass, slowly.
Yes.
And then you reach the harvest time, okay, slowly, which is something that when you're young, you don't know the word slow. And then maybe a hailstorm arrives and destroys everything.
After months and months of work.
And I remember the first hail we had, I said, but why people don't cry?
Yeah.
Why people are not desperate?
Yeah. Why aren't they giving up and
why they don't
doing
give it up?
something else?
Exactly, do something else. Said, but what the hell? What is this? And then
so what made you not give up?
because then the people I had with me, they said no, because you have to be patient, and that's something that takes time.
Yes. And when did you start feeling like you weren't just following the vision that your father set for the estate, but you were really following your own instincts?
I remember started little by little to buy more land, and when my father passed away, we had about 6 hectares of land. Now we have about 60. And I changed also myself more from a winemaker to more a farmer, a grape grower.
When you look at Barolo today, what do you find are the biggest changes?
When I first started, it was 88. I studied winemaking in the wine school of Alba. Nebbiolo is a difficult grape to grow, very difficult wine to make, Barolo. And then we had 88. Very good. We said, well, that's not too difficult.
Yeah.
Then we had 89. Wow. Incredible vintage. You say, wow, but what are you talking about?
Why is everybody complaining about it?
Why is everybody saying that? Then we had 90. It didn't rain a lot. It was really extraordinary. They said, but what are we talking about? It's so easy to make wine. Then we had
wine.
91. A lot of rain. 92. Terrible. 93. A lot of rain again. 94. Shitty vintage.
And you were just starting out.
And I was just starting. I said, oh my God.
What am I doing here?
What am I doing? So what makes the quality in a grape, in any grape? The last 30 days of ripening. Okay, those are crucial. And it's a moment that you cannot do anything. If you believe, you can pray, or you just wait.
Yes.
And remember, back at that time, it was raining a lot. And Nebbiolo is a very thin skin. So if it breaks, the fungus arrive.
Can rot very
and
easily.
rot. And that smell, that flavor rot, you take it to the wine immediately, and you don't get rid of it.
Ruined.
So it's ruined. Today, the good thing of this change of weather, it doesn't rain anymore in that period. Less and less. And so we have very good vintages.
With this vision that you had for making more elegant styles of Barolo, is it harder to make
It's
those
hard
styles?
to make. It's hard to make. Yeah. So to maintain the identity of this place, elegance, harmony, complexity, floral. That's the most challenging part today.
What's the most exciting for you?
The most exciting is really to see the when we pick the grapes, the moment that you've been working all year. If you can't sleep that night, you are like, oh my God, tomorrow we're gonna pick the vineyard. So you go with your crew and say, be careful, no?
Yeah.
Cut gently, put gently, and they look at you like, yeah, we know, we've been doing this every year. We know that you hear.
You tell me this every year.
Every year. Why you repeat every year? Because
So
to
delicate.
make wines at a certain level, you need to, it's a lot of details. If you think about, we make wine once a year. So if you're lucky that you start young, in your lifetime you can make, for 50 wines. At the end,
it's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
No.
It's not an industry product that you can replicate every day.
It's not a factory line that's
It's not a
pushing
factory
things out.
line.
Yeah.
So you make one wine a year. So you think all year to that moment, to that wine. But of course, we cannot change Mother Nature.
Mother Nature, no.
We will never make the same wine. Never.
Have there been wine tastings that have really stayed with you?
I remember I was born in 68, so I opened a bottle of 68 for my dad with my name on it, dedicated to Pietro.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Never open, and then I turned 50. And so I said, let's open it.
Yeah.
68 was not a great vintage, but for me, the best wine of my life.
Yeah,
Why? Because emotional.
of course.
That's something that I think only wine can give to you. He made it for me.
Yes.
No, so it's very, very. That's something that beautiful in the wine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My father did the same. He passed away when I was 27, also from cancer. But he loved port. And he bought port from each of the years of our birth to drink with us on our 18th birthday, when
Sure.
we graduated university, when we got married. We drank some of them with him when we were younger, and then some of them we drank after he was gone. But the idea, again, that it was for you, with the idea of sharing it together, and you think about all the wonderful memories with that person.
Because he bought it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, buying a bottle for someone, it's a lot. Means a lot.
Special.
We have a lot of tourists coming. We have people from all over the world coming to visit the cellar. So I always say to my staff, I say, be kind with. Because people come from far away, and people who come to visit us, when they can go to Rome, to Venice.
Of course.
If they come to the middle of nowhere, they knock the door to see a winery, they must be really passionate. No? The bottle that we bring home or the memory is going to be there with them forever.
To wine and to memories.
Yeah, to wine and to memories.